Pegasus, your host. This is the Pegasus Show live, and as you can see, we're just literally starting out with the announcement. Literally dropped not so long ago by our glorious community manager, Eco. And yes, England are currently playing our neighbours, Scotland. So yes, I'm also just keeping an eye on that score as well. And yeah, it's pretty much going how I would expect it. So that will disappear at some point within the next 5 minutes, all being well. But let's have a quick look at this announcement first. So jump into chat and let me know where you're coming from today. So, but looks like Scopely have decided they're going to run some maintenance. Yeah. Maintenance in the middle of the arc. Because apparently the game is not working properly, obviously. Hey Hugo, welcome in, buddy. So yeah, now bad luck says this is going to be scheduled on how it's going to work, and sadly to say that EU134, yes, my server, gets to be part of the first batch. Hey William, hey Damien, welcome in, guys. But obviously we've got EU104, US 99 that are all going to start pretty much first thing in the morning. Hey Dave, hey Borg, welcome in. And then an hour and 50 minutes later, 30, 131, 132, 134 and 133. I don't know since when 133 comes after 134, but hey, I'm guessing he was working off a list that he just missed it out. And then obviously we're going for the US servers 34, 27, 28, 29 and 54. APAC servers 188, 193, 200, 202, 195, 187, 199 and 201 tomorrow afternoon. Well, as you can see, all the times here are literally for my time frame. As you can see at the top of the screen, it's 21:33 here in the UK. So these are all UK times. What they're going to be, obviously, check the STFC official Discord for your actual time zone. But if you are one of these servers, you're going to get to take around about a 2.5 hour break from the game. So for me, that pretty much puts it of my son's at school, not going to be able to play the game. I might as well, you know, hoover up, Anna. So, but yeah, so that's the announcement. What exactly back-end work they need to actually do, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe actually, you know, provide us an SMS which was worthy of like last month's SMS. But we'll discuss that a little bit later on if we actually want to touch on that. But why don't we jump over to the game and actually get some Star Trek Fleet Command talking. So just bear me a second while I switch the screen over. So you get to see a lot of little different things going on the screen there. Candy Crush still works. Yeah, I can safely say that's one game I've not actually played yet, Dave. Hey Marcus, welcome in, buddy. And yes, come on, work. Yeah. Gotta love technology, aren't you? So it looks like I'm going to have to put that there, close that there, and we'll have to jump back in. So, yeah. So I had a little brain fart today, one of these weird things that happens to me every now and again. And I was thinking, hey Bandit, welcome in, buddy. Maybe start a second account which I could run via Twitch and just run like a live stream on Twitch. I don't know, at least Monday to Friday. We're just basically going through the game from the start, and I can actually take segments of that and actually put it into a video for here on YouTube. Because at the minute, as some of you have probably noticed, I am actually not producing a lot of videos at the minute because I am actually struggling for content. Other than revisiting everything I've already done, I'm not quite sure what to actually do. It's like, tonight's stream, what do we talk about except to basically burn Scopely for the fact that this arc is literally for those who's willing to spend vast amounts of money on the game, which is fine. players want to spend vast amounts of money on the game. That's fine. Me, I dropped my £20 this morning on the battle pass. So to me, that's actually worth something for me this month because of the path to get Carol Freeman. And I can't say a free-to-play path because, well, to be perfectly frank, she's not free to play because I've got to spend 20 quid or $20 just to get the elite. So, but the advantage is, look at that over there on that. We actually get to run one of these. So, guess what? Yes, we're going to run it. And we've also got some of these isolytic artifact tokens coming my way as well. So we're going to actually do some RNG pulling and see what we actually get. So, so where are we up to? Yeah, okay, that's fine. And right as well, there is the event going on as well. And Rev Juice actually put this announcement out. But I'm sure a lot of players had already gathered it as well. If we swing across the fleet commanders, you're going to see that the fact we've got the Q trial SMS involved. Now, unless you've actually been blessed to actually have a surplus of bells, which I was today, because I barely do Q's trials, you're going to struggle to complete that. Now, obviously, Scopely in the Infinite Wisdom listened to the players for a change and actually added in the kill hostiles at 10 points a kill. So now, I'm guessing that's what a third box is going to be that says retrieving, because that wasn't there earlier when I checked before I even started this event. So, but it's like, literally, I need 1,000 points to do this. 100 points a kill. That's 10 runs. Not many players would have 250 bells just sat in surplus. Now, spenders will. Those who barely do this and have just got the various bells from the various battle passes, yeah, you'd have the bells to actually do this event. But a lot of other players wouldn't have it. So it's nice the fact that they actually do include the killing of hostiles a little bit later on. I do 3 to 5 trials in the morning every day. Yeah, I wish I remembered to. I've already got a list of tasks to do every single day. Literally, 11 o'clock tonight, you're going to see an announcement come up on my screen telling me that I need to send my crystal miner out. Hey, Nuts, welcome in, buddy. Well, yeah, you'll see my crystal miner out. That's just a reminder. It's tasks I put in to remind myself I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. But it's got to that point in the game. Hey, 3-1 against Scotland. Can't say that it wasn't exactly a foregone conclusion, that match, but hey ho, it was. Hello, what we got here? An announcement. Oh, it's the maintenance announcement. So we're not going to worry about that. That's actually just thrown me. Yeah. So, but the fact is, we've got so much to do in the game now. I obviously want to try and keep on top of as much as I can. But yeah, reminder, get your free shard from the web store. Yeah, that's another thing I keep forgetting. But the one thing is, for me, for that particular event, look, if we just go out of this, I've still got the Gem Hadar to do. But it's like the SMS version, right? To be perfectly honest, right, I'm not bothered. Literally not bothered. But what I will do is, because I'm in an alliance, yeah, fine. I'm going to collect some to go towards my alliance. But because we only needed 250 of these hunter keys, well, yeah, I don't really have to go breakneck and get one every single day, because obviously other members of the alliance are still going to go in and get theirs as well. You haven't done bells in a long time and you've got a surplus. Yeah, exactly, Damien. A lot of players are going to have a surplus, but obviously there are going to be a lot of players like Hugo saying he does his 3 to 5 every single morning. So there are some players who are going to do the bells. There are other players not. I mean, to me, what are the rewards? I mean, this one, it was pick Wharf shards. 1, 3, 6, 10 shards. All right, then, fair dues. And this is where I got my surplus from for the bells. I mean, what we got there? We've got 200 bells. So, how do you get a surplus when you're limited to 80? That Right there. That's how you get your surplus, and obviously some in the battle pass. And if you don't actually do them, Bandit, yeah, you're just going to build them up. Me, I keep forgetting to do them, so I just don't see the point. But luckily, to do the bells thing in the fleet commanders, I don't bother doing me main doing the high level Q charts. I'll go back and do the 1-star ones. Yes, it's only a limited amount of protomatter, but it's better than having to send out big ships against 48 million strength vessels. So, and it's cheaper on repair costs as well. But I mean, the syndicate. Oh, hello. I didn't actually click anything, so what happened there, I don't know. But I mean, it's like the syndicate event come round. That's actually not too bad this time round. I actually like that. The Doctor were absolutely worth getting if you have not got him. But obviously, it is a heroic, so really don't expect to complete it. Me, I'm stuck on 30,000 at the minute. Got 19 hours left. Well, guess what? We can actually spend some. We can actually spend some metaphasics because I bought that $20 battle pass. I've got some metaphasics to play with. So let's go and actually pull the pack and see. So if you scroll across the bottom here, click on metaphasic, and we're going to get these packs here. Now, the one I primarily go for every month is this syndicate booster here. So I'm level 27 now. So what am I going to get for it? Well, I'm going to get 570 guaranteed, and I'm also going to get an extra 2,400 Latinum as well. So that's not particularly too bad. You got some in the BP, and then I do it last three a day. 3 will get me 240 a day. Is that the bells? Nuts. I'm guessing that's going to be the bells. The game only gives you a maximum of 80 for free, but you can earn more. Yeah, you can. It's like anything else in the game. I mean, if like look at the generators for the resources and all that. The warehouse can only hold so much titanium, so much part steel or titanium. But for some peculiar reason, you can always go way over. So now, obviously, the payments in here as well for the resource. Originally materials is actually pretty low, but to be perfectly honest, you're getting about 20 quid's worth here. Yeah. So here we go. So there's my pull. So I've got 7,200 Latinum, which is what I primarily look at. And I've got 1,710 Syndicate XP for that one. Okay, not particularly bad. I'm literally 15 metaphasics short of actually getting another 3 pulls. So I'll just literally do that one. And that one. So there we go. So we've got some extra ones. Yeah. Like I say, not exactly high on materials, but hey ho, you can't expect too much for $20 in this place. Is there a way to do a double bell pull every day? No, not to my knowledge. Claim bells, then it allows you to do a second one. Yeah, no, not really, because obviously when you do that first pull, it's 22 hours till the next one. So, sadly, yeah, you can't do it. Hey, good Damien. Welcome in, buddy. So, I forgot to mention William Husson from server 63. I can't remember if I actually said hi to you when you came in, William, but that's a hi. And obviously you mentioned that you're in 63. So how is it over on 63 at the minute? Is everyone enjoying the arc? If anybody wonders what the Voyager refit does, I found a screenshot and copied it into pic. Yeah, I just noticed that one. Cheers, Hugo. I can quickly just have a quick gander at it here. And if I can get the bloody screen working properly. And oh, okay. So out of it then, Voyager refit claim, 500 deuterium canisters guaranteed, a chance of a Voyager travel token, nice, and a chance of 3 different amounts of exotic biotoxins. Nice. Good problem in the game, but it's cool. I did, William. That's fine. Most think it's a letdown. Yeah, exactly. Well, to be honest, I think it's a letdown. I'm really struggling with. It's like, really. I mean, I can understand even Rev Juice's utter disappointment with this month. Utter disappointment. And with some of the things he says, I caught some of the live stream he did on Sunday. Well, I actually caught it on yesterday. Because obviously he didn't do the live stream until what was it, about midnight, 1 o'clock UK time. So the time he usually does his Twitch streams. That's a $20 skin. A $20 skin? Are you joking me? Okay, I've got $99. I've got 99 quid, $100. Wow. My God. Seriously? $100 or 100 quid? Yeah, he did. I remember him mentioning this the start of the football season. Yeah. I say I know the NFL's just re-kicked off, so that's going to give Rev something to at least do this month while we deal with the boring arc. But no. 5 shards of the Doctor, 7 shards of Tom Paris, 485,000 Latinum. Yeah, okay, fair dues. Still more than the 2,000, I guess. But 120 shards of the new Voyager refit. And, okay, so it's not going to give us the information there. So we'll have to jump to the armory and actually have a look at that one. So let's just jump in and see. Because I can't remember what this refit actually does. What does the skin do for us? Yeah, exactly. Assimilated Stellar. Armored Voyager. So, unlocks a new refine claim in USS Voyager Refinery. Hey Andre, welcome in, buddy. Yeah. Unlocks a new refinery claim. Yeah, exactly, Hugo. And obviously what you showed us is the extra deuterium canisters, which is great. And then a chance on some exotic biotoxins, which again is actually good. And that chance of the warp token as well. So, but let's have a look at the art on this. I mean, is it me, or does this thing seem like it's covered in slime or something like that? Oh, hang on. Oh no, here we go. The texture's actually filtered out. That's actually not particularly a bad design. Probably new refinery claim for the new Monabe. No, it's not the new. It's not a new refinery claim. It's actually for Voyager itself, giving you more canisters to actually spend. So instead of getting your usual 3 canisters when you do your refinery, you go to the claim pool and claim that as well. You'll get a 4th one. So, but yeah, the ablative armor from the very last episode. Yeah, this was brought from what, about 27 years? Oh no, hang on. Yeah, 27 years ahead into Voyager's future, brought back in time. But it doesn't look particularly too bad, in all honesty. So, yeah, Scopely not done a particularly too bad design on that one. We can only hope that the Sovereign class and the Nigvad that's coming out in G6 don't look as blotchy and everything else like the G5 ships currently do. Too bad they didn't do anything to add the rest of officers to the refinery. Yeah, let's not mention that one. That's just like, and I think that's one of the biggest problems that I have with this game is they added officers for the month, but yet the following month there's nothing about what you're going to do. It's like the Monavine we've got this month. When are we going to find out for a free-to-play sourcing? Oh, we're going to find out in October. And Dollars to Donuts, we're going to find out the end of October, not the beginning of October. I've got a funny feeling, I mean, this is just my opinion, it will be the end of October when they actually tell us about a free-to-play pack. And I've got a funny feeling it's going to be like this 5-year anniversary. Because obviously we're getting all these tokens at the minute. I think I'm on about 5 tokens. But, yeah. Why would they add officers when they know we will pay for it? Exactly, William. They will. Simon should offer hull health or something. Yeah, exactly, Damien. There is that. I mean, you do have the forbidden technology, though, which offers the armor, Voyager's armor, which offers you hull health and shield health, if I remember correctly. It's on one of my ships. Let's actually call this one up. It's not on this one because that's the Metreon Cascade. Here it is. So obviously we do have this one. Yeah, hull health and shield health. I think am I nearly? Oh no, it's at level 20. So go on, let's have a laugh. Let's see what we can do with this. I don't think I'm going to be able to do an awful lot. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's 100%, so it's easy going to upgrade, isn't it? Oh, what a stupid idiot. Oh, my ship must be docked to upgrade. Oh, what a shame. It's actually out at the minute in Seoul, grinding my Newton blueprints. So, which luckily I'm at 22 or 23 remaining. So, all being well, I should get them within the next week or so. There's a lot of hull health bonuses now. You can get over 1,000 now. And it might not be as noticeable. No, it probably won't be. And it's the downside to power creep. Whoa, just add a little extra here, a little extra here, a little extra here. Stop doing that. We don't want to get taller. We want to get a bit fatter. I didn't quite catch everything that you put there, Hugo. Yeah. So I've got it coming up on the screen here, but I've also got the main chat for me to keep checking back if I need to, off this side. So, but you'll also notice I've got a bit of a shadow as well because my son decided to push my entire setup over about a week ago, and it actually damaged my ring light. So yeah, I've got to get that replaced at some point. But round 1, what on earth are you on about, Greg? Hugo. Oh, you're using a. Oh, that's the screenshot of right. Now I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this screenshot, but obviously it is in my Discord, and I know it's doing the rounds at the minute. But that's a Saladin killing a Corvus, and that has got Carol Freeman on the bridge. And that's a maxed out Saladin. 12 million power, so that's a 12 million Saladin. Yeah, my Saladin's not that powerful. I think at most it's about 8. I think. Let's go have a look. Because I know Freeman. Oh no, she's a lot lower than. Here we go. So yeah, at the minute, my max Saladin is 4.5 million. So yeah, Freeman's obviously pulling off some right corkers. in what she can do. So it's just, I mean, why? I just don't get why Scopely felt the need to change the PvP meta. Adding in the strike teams last year was one thing. Then adding a complete change? That's a tier 7 Corvus. Wow. Yeah, they literally have broke the game this time round. I'm just gonna call up Carol's stats because obviously I can't put screenshots up at the minute. So Carol then, when she synergizes, she synergizes with science and engineering at 5% each, and because she's a command officer, any other command officer is just 1%. But obviously, being a straight 100% shots increase. Yeah, 110% maxed out with full synergy. That's going to be staggering. But when you actually look at her officer's ability, starting off at 60%, increasing isolytic cascade damage by 60% for one round, and topping out at 130%. That's mad. Okay, that's not the one I usually put on. Yeah, I can't wait to see her on a Rialto. I really can't. Yeah, ignore the synergy altogether. I mean, 110%. That's easily going to turn your your one-shot cannon into a 1.1 shot, a 2.1 shot cannon. Yeah, and I can imagine the Rialto PvP now is going to take a completely different turn. A completely different turn. So it's going to be mad about how well she works. And obviously getting her in the on the elite line, the $20 battle pass, is going to be something else. So, but right, so let's get that claim because I want to run this automated shipyard defense. So what we got then? So we've got a load of titanium, a load of steel, 5 shards of Carl Freeman, 650 shards of directives, some ransom ones, some protomatter. Oh, it means we can actually do a little bit of an upgrade run. So yeah, okay. So that's what we got. So right, so basically on the $20 battle pass, which I've just claimed today, the 250 bells that I just spent today doing the Poxy Q's Trials event, I've just got back. I've just got them back. So that'll make PvP less expensive. I want to bring back your Centaur. Yeah, you might as well bring it back. So, right, so I've got all this. So what we are going to do is we are going to load out the docks. I'm just going to bring both. Where is? I'm not quite sure where me Kelvin is. Freeman, HG Wharf, Lorca will be the new go-to for Rialtos against level 60 players. Yeah, it will be. But just bear in mind, right? Bear in mind, there'll be other players. Hey, Colonel, welcome in. That's why I'm leaving the game. Scopely simply abuses us, expects that we pay because we like Star Trek. This game isn't fun. It's like a chore, like gameplay, bad graphics. I'm out after 3 years. Well, Colonel, that's sad to see here that you are going to leave. I totally get where you're coming from. I literally do. And the fact that a lot of players are still spending vast amounts of money, but as well, a lot of those players aren't tuned in to all the content creators. So, NDA. So, am I still live or is it... because I just saw him buffering. Well, I'll carry on. Hopefully, it's still working. So it's just, yeah, it's still working. That's fine. Yeah, I just spotted this spinning circle. So hopefully, I'm not going to get Comcasted like Rev does, even though we don't have Comcast. And yeah, it does seem like a chore in this game because, like I said, I've added tasks to my calendar for things to do. No, we don't have Comcast in the UK. We've got multiple different things. I mean, companies. We've got. Let me see if I can get some of them right. We've got BT. We've got Vodafone. We've got O2. We've got Utility Warehouse. That's the one I'm with. We've got Free. All the major mobile companies provide their own internet. We've got Sky. We've got what else we got? Oh, there's a whole slew of internet providers in this country. So that's where the Kelvin is. It's in Dominion space, ready to do that. So we'll actually get him home because we're going to need him. Keep in mind your ship's neutral damage is not unimportant. The Rialto will not produce enough base damage to get enough ISO damage. So, Hugo, I'm going to take your word on that one because obviously you do run these little things, so you'll know it. But as I was saying, yeah, a lot of players are not tuned into all the content creators. So obviously we say don't spend on the game. Yes, now I've bought the Elite Battle Pass. That bit I've got no issue with because you're literally going for the materials and the resources. That's why I'm primarily doing it. Yes, I've got the chance of getting Carl Freeman, so they're going to give us that free. But spending the vast amounts of money that players do in those solo leaderboards and to complete that SMS heroic SMS that goes alongside it, yeah, no, I draw the line at that one. I say don't spend in those particular events. Let them fall flat, and then Scopely will soon look at their analytics and go, okay, we're still going to do it because they will. Oh, and believe it or not, there's actually been times I thought, you know what, is this game even worth it at the minute? But then I think about my community and I think about everyone else in the game. And I think, you know what? Yeah, I carry on with the game. And Kevin, just like you said there, play it at your own pace and don't let it stress you. I tend not to. Like I say, I have put tasks in to do every single day. There's a couple of tasks missing, like the Voyager summoning. That's not included in it. So just go around and get that done when I can. $70 for a Starfield. That's actually not too bad. Obviously, I know Starfield's being released soon, but I'd obviously just wonder. Oh, actually, no, it's been released, and Starfield. It's the new Star Trek one that's coming out next month. But it's like I don't know how long it'll be before Starfield starts introducing packs into the game. But the one thing as well, a lot of other games that do provide in-app purchases, I've noticed their pay points are like way lower. Because there was one game, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a silly little airport game. It was basically build your airport, build a little town around it, and all that. But there was always just like, you know what? I just need that little bit of oil or something, and it was only like 99p, so $1 or a quid. And I thought, you know what? Yeah, I just go spend it. And before you know it, I've spent a tenner on 10 different packs just to complete something. But I look in this game and it's like, anything like that is not piquing my interest to go out and spend some money. But the second I see a $100 pack, yeah, forget it. I'm not even interested. Literally not even interested. But give me that little bit, say, like an extra 5,000 titanium for $1.99, right? That's the cost it is for membership on my channel. If you want to join as a member, please obviously click the join button. But $199 for 5,000 titanium, this is just a wild shot. I'd probably do it. I would probably say, yeah, I need that. I just need that 5,000. Yeah, okay, I'll just do it. Whoops. Keep doing that several times a month. Jesus Christ, I probably would have easily spent 100, 200 quid in the game. So, but yeah, Starfield, if I remember correctly, is an online game. And it's a standard MMOR. Well, yeah. I was saving a gift card to buy a pack. Expired. Never saw anything. I never saw anything like this. Oh yeah, yeah. Not. And if you are a player who's on a very tight budget, it's like I am. I mean, it's like me and my partner. We've got a budget book now because it's like, where's all our money going? And from the budget book that we've done so far, yeah, I can see where all our money's going, and the fact of how easy we're just spending on stuff that we actually need. It's like today, just today, I had to go blow £45, or just for an argument's sake, $45 on a heating element for my dryer because that stopped working over the weekend. But that's an expense I didn't account for. It's not something I wanted. So where's the scope think that people with not a lot of money are going to look and say $100 pack? Oh yeah, I'm going to go buy that $100 pack. Oh, my dryer's just blown. I haven't got the money now to go buy an element for my dryers, which means I can't get my kids' school uniform dry, ready for the next day for them to go to school. Even though they've got like 5 outfits each for one for each day of the week. But at the weekend, it still comes around to me having to wash them, get them dried. Well, what's more important, a $100 packing game or that £45 heating element for my dryer? It's a no-brainer in the end of the day. And obviously, for those players who do have the money to spend, well, they can do both. And I really wish I was one of them. But sadly, I'm not. So, evening, Mark. Welcome in, buddy. Good points here, though. Even like buy enough directives for a few armadas, or just you say just enough resources to finish upgrading one thing. Yeah, exactly. I mean, for anyone, I mean, I don't know how many people from the UK are in chat at the minute, but I'm sure you've seen the advert. Wonga.com. It's quite a few years ago. I think they ended up in court or something like that. I can't remember exactly what happened to them, but they've like disappeared. But there was always going on about sliders. Easiest way around it. Level 45 plus, level 50 plus players should be able to get around 10 million or more from a big gun out of the Saladin. Oh, right. Okay. So this is using Freeman. I missed. I didn't catch the first bit. The Saladin was always a damage monster with all the research, easy 3000% damage, new crit damage research, hull breach, Lorca, Odegaard Wharf, and Freeman double shot. Yeah, so you got a lot there. I think they would probably make more money. Yeah, and this is what I think, and this is why I have a hard time when people say, "Oh no, they've done the analytics, they've done the research, and this is what people have told them about how packs, that these $100 packs actually will earn them more money." Okay, yes, it's going to earn them more money from the people who have money to blow, but for the free-to-play players or the krill who can spend like $20 a month, yeah, we can't afford to keep doing things like that. I mean, in the live stream that they did at Scope HQ where DJ was hosting, DJ actually mentioned about spending $700 in a game. $700, that's more than my rent. That is more than my rent. And the vast majority of people in the UK will pay £600-700. Let's just say $1 to £1. Okay, just for argument's sake, we'll spend £600 on their rent in 1 month. Or in fact, even in childcare for their kids, so they can go to work, will spend £700 or $700 on that childcare. Now I know in the States it's a lot more expensive because you don't have the little perks that we have here in the UK, which are slowly going out the window. But a lot of players just don't have that kind of funding, which is why I'm appreciative of the whales who do spend the money because it keeps the game going. But at the same time, I've got to think about, well, yeah, okay, not everybody's got these kind of things, and if Scopely want to appeal to more free-to-play players who are adamant they're not going to spend a dime in this game, okay, you may never convince some of them. Some of them you might be able to convince with either a slider method or very low pay points like $1.99. There is no harm in stuff like that. Absolutely no harm in it. It's like, yeah, conversion. What? So, and it looks like we're buffering again. So I'm not even sure how far behind that's actually fallen at the minute. So back into the chat a minute. Plus the 5-year anniversary is coming soon. So Scopely giving away, there's lots of goodies. Yeah, Dave, on that one, I wouldn't be thinking too much on that one. I know, according to DJ, SDSE is the most expensive game that Scopely owns. Yeah, it is. It is the most expensive game Scopely owns, and I think it is actually the most profitable game. It is the most profitable game. But as for the 5-year anniversary, yeah, I wouldn't expect too much, to be perfectly honest. I do think, and it's just my thinking, the Mon Aviv is going to be in there. I think that's where it's going to be. Kevin, what Hugo has mentioned about the stats and all that from Freeman, yes, it is with Freeman on the Saladin, a maxed out Saladin. And given the fact, like I said, it's a 12 million power Saladin, that's got to be a G5 player as well. But the fact that they can take an older ship in game, that G5 player could take that older ship from game, the late 20s ship, and use it against an early G5 ship, that says an awful lot about the power of Freeman, especially with hull breach and honor guard wharf using that critical damage as well. It's going to be awesome. 2 of my alliances quit the game today due to the way Scopely is going. Yeah, but Bandit, excuse me, I do apologise. They are going to quit. And Mark, no, there's no free epic officers. Absolutely none. There's nothing free this month. Absolutely. Well, the only thing that's free is you putting the game down and doing something else. That's the only thing that's free this month. But if you're in the game, it's going to cost you something, whether it's your time, which is pretty much what we all give anyway, go figure, or you actually spending money in the game. You guys aren't wrong. It's just that when you compare an arrow in the game versus an arrow of R2D, RD, R2, it's vastly more fun. Premium on PCs below $30. Wow, that's actually cheap. Money goes so much further outside. It does. Money does go a hell of a lot further. And I've seen Monopoly go with $100. Hang on, Monopoly. Isn't that one of the Scopeless games? I know. I think Scopeless got one on that one. Hey, Paul, welcome in, buddy. Sorry, I did actually see you come in and say evening. Obviously, I'm going on this rant at the minute. But no, see, I don't know what it is with Scopely. And yeah, top half of the battle pass is free. Yeah. Now, if you want about monetarily wise, yes, it is free. But unfortunately, it costs your time because you need to do the event. You have to spend time in those events in this game just to actually get that free line. So it does cost something in the way if you actually look at it from that perspective. But monetarily wise, yeah, that's free. If you consider a $20 investment as free, yeah, I suppose you could say it, but I'm not going to split hairs over it. It's $20, £20. You spent money in the game just to get that free, just to get that officer. So I just play the game I want and not worry about scoping. Yeah, Andre, absolutely the best way to go. Absolutely the best way to go. Obviously, a lot of players do struggle with that one. So, and you're on holiday this out, Paul. Paul, I think you're in the best place, mate. Where are you at the minute? Where you watching from? Is it nice and hot? Is it cold? Today in the UK, all we've had all day is rain. And I know why we had rain, because last night when I figured out my dryer had actually burnt out its element, finally, I just said to the missus last night, tomorrow morning when I've dropped the kids off at school, I'm going to put the washing on the line. The first time I'm actually using it this summer. Yeah, what happened this morning? I was hearing rain. Thanks very much, weather. Venice, nice. Sat on a boat in the Venice Basin. Nice, mate. I hope you're having a good time out there. Sat there with a nice cocktail. Is it a cocktail you're going to have in your hand, or is it going to be straight up whiskey or vodka? The most valuable part of the game are the content creators, and they don't get paid by Scopely. No, they don't. And they don't even tell the content creators everything that they need to know. Now, yes, I am a content creator, but I don't have that elusive NDA. So which means I wouldn't expect Scopely to tell me jack shite. But the likes of Rev Juice, DJ, No One Shall, Lube, who is not streaming tonight, and he's going to be listening to the stream. So I hope you had a great birthday today, mate. Or should we say, when you actually listen to this, yesterday, unless you're listening live, which I doubt, because I think you're actually out enjoying yourself, which is what you want to be doing, mate. But I hope you had a great birthday, because it is Lube's birthday today. So, but yeah. Yeah, they don't. I mean, Stewie Do as well. He's an NDA. Karnak, he's an NDA as well. And there's also Web Spider, who's on my server. But they don't get paid by Scopely. But yet Scopely have got this NDA with these guys. They tell them just a little bit. Well, no, if you want the content creators to sell your content, you need to tell them everything. You need to brief them on what there is. Star Trek Online, for God's sake, they tell their content creators what's going on, how this new mechanic actually works, rather than just say, oh, this is the new mechanic, this is the ins and outs, sort of, but you'll have to wait till it drops into the game to figure out how it actually interacts with the game. Which is why, like, the Talking Trek team, they do a lot of maths once it's all released. Whereas if they had the information to hand beforehand, well, guess what? They could provide all that information on release rather than sitting in their cars, working through it. All right, oh, it does this. Okay, so we'll do this. But, yeah, I wasn't going to spend any money in this. I spent on Voyager Art, but with Freeman in there, I bought the Battle Pass. Yeah, David, to be honest, the Battle Pass is pretty much the only thing I would say buy if you're prepared to spend money in game. Just that $20 Battle Pass. Don't grace them with the $100. Do not grace them with the $100 Battle Pass. Just the 20. That is it. Don't do any more than that. But obviously, a lot of players. I've never seen Rev Juice so mad. No, I've not seen him so mad. Neither. Well, I think Rev Juice is going to do some content creation work with the new Star Trek game that's coming out. So, because I know he's been speaking with a couple of their community managers and everything. So I think he's looking at doing some content creation with them. But what he does, I don't know. Yeah, Robert, exactly. It's a new Star Trek game coming on the 12th of October on Steam. Yay! It's going to be smoking. So, hopefully Rev will still be doing content for this game. And I I hope Scopely don't punish him just because he's pissed off with them because they don't listen to the players. So, exactly, banter. Most valuable part of this game for free is the banter with everyone. I mean, it's like I don't. I won't pull punches if I really want to really batter Scopely for the way they've tracked plays this month. I'm sure I can find the words. I'm sure I could find the words, but is it worth me blasting them that badly? What I really want to do is something similar to that live stream they did with DJ David Eckelby, the community manager, not the community manager, sorry, the general manager, that Paramount guy, I can't remember what his name was, and Eco. If I was sat in there, I would want a round table, no punches pulled. Literally no punches pulled. Was thinking about scrapping your Enterprise. I can build another. Why not, buddy? Already purchased the package. Which one was that, Robert? Is that your battle pass, or are you looking at the new Star Trek game? Hey, Matthew. This is the best Elite Pass. Yeah, it is. Oh, for Infinite. Yeah. Robert, I don't blame you. From what I've seen on Rev Juice's last video, which he was showcasing the game and how it's laid out, it looks like what this game should be. It looks like what this game should be. But as it is, yeah. Hey, Pets, welcome in, buddy. But no, the Elite Battle Pass here is actually quite valuable. I will say that. There's Syndicate stuff. I will say that one. It is quite valuable with Cal Freeman, and obviously what we're seeing with Cal Freeman at the minute of all the stuff. It's pretty good. So right, so now we've had enough blasted of Scopely and everything else. I mean, I'm quite free to do more of it during today's stream because, like I said, not really got much content to do to think about. So I'm quite happy to stand here blasting Scopely. But let's have a look at these new Armadas. So now, for those of you who remember the Texas class video I dropped last week, which was actually the day after I did the stream, I mentioned about the dangers of running these new solo Armadas. Now, the reason I'm going to say the dangers of these is because of the sentries that will come after you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 extra ships to my list. Are the new lower decks missions worth doing? Well, one of them, you're going to get 6 blueprints towards the new ship. Yeah. It's your choice at the end of the day on that one. If you've got nothing else to do in game, I'd probably say just do them, get the extra bits of resources. There is actually a nice amount of Latinum contained in them as well. There are some officer shards like Carol, Ransom, and pull-ups. But yeah, to be honest, it's entirely your discretion whether or not you want to do it. As long as you're aware that the sentry ships, they are easy to get rid of with a click of a button, actually. Oh, really? Hey, Harmonica, welcome in. I just took an 48 Uncommon Armada. I won, but it was much tougher than the 54 Epic Borg or Dominion Solos. Oh, is that one of the new automated shipyards that you've just taken on? I've not actually got around that area yet. I've not even left the first system on it. So, but right. Right, I want her first because I'm going to use her for the group. And then Stamets, Hugo, and area. So we're gonna our shipyard 48. Yeah, the 48 shipyard. Yeah, you can freeze them. Ooh. Right. Discovery is at your disposal, guys. Tell me how it's done. Let's do this. Let's freeze these damn things. Because luckily, this is not a deep space system, so we can do it. Don't see a lot of points of doing these unless you have the new ship for the refinery. Yeah. So far, the automatic shipyard's barely scratched me. The main problem is what ranges for the automatic shipyard. Yeah, so this is what I mean. This is what we're going to look at today. So let's just get me other ships in position. Do we have specific loadouts that people would like me to use on these ships, or are we looking at particular like just standard Armada crews that we run? So that one. Again, a little bit of lag at the minute. I've not actually got one ship available in the right place at the minute. Is there another solo Armada or group Armada? Yeah, the solo Armada that we've got is what we're seeing right now. I need to put some stats below deck here. Here we go. Oh, attack and defense are actually attack and health are quite nice there. You use this Gemini solo. Oh, that's fine then. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be putting out there. So that one there, and there we go. That's my cruise. So now we're on about the fact that you can freeze these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my fleet in here ready, because I know for a fact I can get away with having them in this system without a problem. I don't know what happened up there, but so right, so we've got a sentry coming in. So right, so let's see if we can do the original freezing trick with these things. Let's get rid of these out of the way. And then obviously after we've battled this, we'll have a look at the battle log and see what's happened. Obviously we've only got the one run at this. I had to get that up ready. These things don't have to take the sweet time to come after you. Here we go. So now I want to get the red dots in view. So there's our red bit. So and stop. Nope. Okay, so if we actually leave the system, what would happen? Well, obviously if we come back in and then right, so it disappears. Okay, so how are we getting the Andre, how can we get these things to freeze? Because obviously you mentioned we can get these things to freeze, so quite interested in that one. What I'm going to do, don't leave the system. So is it pretty much the same thing that we do with the augment systems? Set a course in a system. The hunter will set a new course. Click the recall, and then right. Yeah. Right. So Yeah, it's the same as attack it and then stop and recall. Right. Gotcha. So pretty much the same thing. So let's wait for this thing to turn up. Oh, I thought that was mine then. Right, so there's mine. So attack it. Recall. Stop. Now I'm guessing this is going to carry on moving till the original interception point. There we go. So I've just froze it. I've literally just froze it. So I can't even select the damn thing now. There we go. So that's the sentry that I called in. Okay, so the Enterprise is the cheapest thing to repair out of these three babies. So what I'm going to do is going to bring the Enterprise in. So pretty much it's exactly the same as the augment systems and the other systems. So at least Scopely didn't sort that out. So that's going to be good. So everyone watching now can actually see this and can actually see that it's easy to freeze them. So here comes the Enterprise. And we're going to bring the ships in one at a time. Because obviously I don't want to do all this, try and do all three at once. So let's get this target coming at us again. And I'm guessing if I attack that target, it's going to actually spawn a new target at me. Right, so we've just been targeted. Here it is. So 20 seconds. So let's move over there. Right, recall and stop. Now, what worries me sometimes is when I do things like this, is that lag, and it has happened to me a couple of times in Augment Space, the lag's kicked in, and I've not been able to cancel the warp, and my ship's jumped out. So, well, somebody's certainly going to have a few sentries that they can clear up if they really want to. Try to bring all your ships into the system at the same time, as the long time window is small enough for you to get a single hunter. Yeah, there is that one as well. So, right, so the Kelvin's just arrived. Right, so about 3 seconds. So, yeah, so that's absolutely fine. So that would be brilliant. So we can actually, I might actually drop that in a video. Right, so the Valdor, sorry, is actually just dropped in. Here we go. So we've just been targeted. Where is it? There it is. So we'll aim at a target point and get a little bit closer this time. I'm scared by the speed that these things move that I'm actually going to get there too fast. I'm not going to be able to react fast enough to stop the warp, or also warp out and stop it. So there we go. And I don't think I'm going to have one for the Valdor because it jumped in nice and quick. But we've got the Discovery to intercept it, should we need to. So, let's go with it, shall we? And I can't believe these things are expensive. I mean, 500 directives. Now, put Discovery up there so she's in position to intercept any if needed. Now, obviously, for those of you who remember the last stream, we actually went after these and I actually got beat because I lost a ship. So, hopefully this time round, having all three ships, I should be able to beat this thing. All being well. But we'll find out in 50 odd seconds. Surprised I've not nailed that juice yet. I've probably not done enough talking for me to actually nail it. The payouts are very bad. It would not surprise me in the slightest. Now, what the source is going to be for the directives after this, I believe, is going to be through the Monavine refinery. Go higher next time. I probably will go higher next time, but I've got to wait till I've actually got the directives, which I think I get a few more at the later on in the battle pass. So bear in mind, yeah, it looks like I've just beaten him. Wow. Okay, so the Enterprise took a fair yeah, that's what I thought, Hugo. So the Enterprise took a fair whack of damage with that one. So let's have a look, see what we got. Now, we didn't get a winner's chest or anything. Thanks. I'm guessing there's not one for this. But, okay, so just under 1,300. Probably not the best I've ever seen, but hey-ho. And we went 16 rounds. Okay, so that's not particularly too bad. So, a lot of the officers activated. So, this one punches then. Between 400 and 450,000 on this particular first weapon. So that's one weapon for the first round. Guessing that's its kinetic. And then, oh, there's another weapon here. That one dropped to 385,000. Okay, so that one's probably a slightly weaker weapon. And okay, so that's three weapons this thing potentially looks like. 2 weapons to fire in the first round. So going into the second round, still within the same margin for that first weapon. So here comes the kinetic weapon. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Still charging. It's charged at 100%, so why is it not firing? So here comes the next one. Again, firing within the same bracket as it did last time. So my guess is they're going to be 2 energy weapons. And yeah, so first 2 rounds is 2 energy weapons and nothing. It's already there, is it? What was the reason to freeze hostiles? So I didn't get shot when doing the Armada. I will do a video on it tomorrow. So there. Okay, Hugo. Without me having to switch screens and hunting it out, when does this weapon actually fire? Because this is round 3 and we're still getting its 2 energy weapons. I mean, are we going to see? Oh, here we go. Wow. That's a big gun. So 935,000 is the lowest I've seen so far. And wow, it's a 4-shotter. Wow. That will do some serious damage. That takes 4 rounds to fire. Wow. So when round 5 comes in... Oh, hello. It's firing again. Round 6. And it fires again. Wow. Okay. Round 7. And it fires again. My God, is that firing pretty much every single round now? And you know what? I'm actually going to check. Because that's mad. Hostiles. Armada. Other. Right, so. Let's turn that way. It is. Now, obviously, like I said, because I can't post screenshots. Well, there we go. So, 2 energy weapons. Is it energy weapons? Yep. But it takes 4 rounds for the kinetic to get firing, and then it fires it every single round afterwards. Hey JP, I've just come back into the game, only rank 24. I'm having trouble getting my warp range up to get a lot of the missions. Is there a ship that you would recommend working on to get warp range 38, 35 to 38? Your Franklin, I would probably say. Franklin should do it. So your Ops 24 now. So you're not going to have access to the Vidar. I'm just trying to think what other ships are down there. Stella's Ops 26. Yeah, it's probably going to be your Franklin, but your Franklin's not very good though against other hostiles. So let's have a look. Let's go into the shipyard. When the game catches up with me. But with that automatic shipyard then, so that's going to be an interesting one though. Getting that four firing kinetic shot. So Envoy is 16, Franklin, Botany Bay, Kira. Right. Now I've got to remember that with my warp ranges, I've got additional added onto it. So warp range 32 out of the dock. Take 15 off that. So that's warp range 17. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was thinking about the Kamari. So let's have a look at the Kamari. Well, let's say the warp range I've got, take 15 off it. So 36, that's going to be warp range 21. Yeah, you will be looking at a higher level ship. North Star, I don't know if that could do it. You need an explorer. Yeah, no, the North Star's not going to cut it neither. Right. Let's go for shipyard level because then it puts all these in order that they're launched. So, your Meridians are usually a good fighter. Yeah, I think the Mayflower, a maxed out Kamari, yeah. But being ranked 24, obviously you'd only be just getting the Kamari. Right, so my Mayflower can kick out at what range 24. Like I said, you need to take 15 off what it's displaying there because I've got Angels in Disguise mission and the Enhanced Warp Cores, so which means my figures actually display higher. But yeah, so Mayflower could do it. A Mayflower would definitely do it once you get high ops, but you'll need to be shipyard 26 for that. Maximum warp range of Kamari is what, 39. Yeah, that sounds about right. From I remember back from when I was doing it. Here we go. So we'll go with the Bortus. But yeah, the Mayflower should definitely do it. But like I said, you need shipyard 26 for that one. Here you go. So warp range 43. So take 15 off that. It's 38, 28 it kicks out at. So yeah, it's definitely your Mayflowers could do it. And I have got a Mayflower. So let's go into what I've got. So Explorer. So have I got a weaker Mayflower? No, I haven't. So we'll go with that one. Oh, hang on. Yes, this is a weaker Mayflower. So let's say that's kicking out at 39. There we go. There's my stronger one. So this is my maxed out one. It's not level 45 yet. But yeah, a tier 6. As you can see, warp 65. So take 15 off. That's warp range 50 for a tier 9 Mayflower. Now, obviously, these you wouldn't want to take them up to tier 9 that early on anyway. You really don't want these until actually your early 30s and getting yourself ready for get them in your early 30s, then get them maxed out later on. So here's the Centaurian, the Shipyard 28 ship. Again, 75, so that drops to 60. So that's going to be what range? So tier 4, tier 5, somewhere in one of these. They're going to be your best bets. But this will be the first ship after all those specialty ships, because you don't worry about the faction ships until you reach Shipyard 28. Don't worry about them. In fact, don't worry even about the Kira, the Vaklis, the Kamari. Yes, you've got to build them to complete specific missions at that level, but don't really use them. Stick with the specialty ships that you've got at the time, which is going to be like your Discovery, your Franklin, your Devolver for mining, your Latinum. So it's just working way through, and this is one thing that I will be thinking about if I do start that second account, which obviously I'll run through Twitch and then do video. I'll just edit videos off it for YouTube and do it as a beginner's guide into the game and working the way through. But yeah, so definitely a Mayflower, or definitely just wait for Ops 28. Once you've got the Vidar though, your Vidar, hands down, your Vidar would definitely be the best thing. If we have a quick look at the Vidar itself, when the shipyard actually comes up. So here's the Vidar. This will kick out the shipyard at shipyard 25, but starting warp range is warp 40, or take 15 off. That says warp range what, 25, and it's not going to take you long to get this warp range up. It'll take about tier 4, tier 5 of this one. Yeah, max one North Star is 39. So second account is great fun. Yours is Ops 12, so relaxed. Yeah. And this is why another thing I want to look at it, but doing the second account. But the problem is working out the time to actually do it, because some days I've not even got the time to do this account. So but yeah, so definitely JP, definitely making sure that you get this ship. Absolutely, she's a given. She's pretty good in PvE against all the other ships. She's way better than the Franklin, way better than the Discovery, way better than the Stella. But yeah, North Star Cat is pretty cheap once you've got all your researches. But then again, G2 economy is actually G2, G3 economy is vastly improved where it's cheaper. And that's another reason why I wouldn't mind going back and just seeing how well the game has progressed and how fast it would take me to go through just running like a couple of hours 5 days a week. So, and then just a quick log on just to put a 24-hour shield up. But yeah, so the one thing is, though, with those missions, JP, if you reach a point where you can't reach the warp system, or the ships are too powerful for you, archive it, leave it till later. There is nothing wrong with you coming back to those missions later on and doing. I've had some missions in going back for a couple of years in my log, and then I've gone and done them because I've just totally forgot about them. It's absolutely nothing to worry about, the missions. Unless you really, really want to. So, right, let's get these things back. Because this is obviously going to be a bit of a repair bill as well. And we'll send the Discovery back on a slow mode. So, you think you've got the Kamari, but another one. Yeah, to be honest, don't work too much on your Kamari. And we'll bring it up again when it actually loads. Here we go. So I'm going to select it by shipyard. So now, so Envoy obviously absolutely given, because you're going to need that for base raiding, but it becomes available at shipyard 16. So yeah, and the Talia is going to be the ship that you're going to be wanting to crack those little bases with. Franklin, Botany Bay, absolutely must get. Absolutely, Franklin. It's level locked, but when you finally do get this thing maxed at tier 9, you will be able to scrap it for the Franklin A. The payouts, what you'll get for them, they're okay, they're mediocre, they're not ground-breaking, but there are extra benefits, like there is a refinery with the Franklin, which comes a little bit later on, where you've tiered it up a little bit higher, paying you out some resources. So the Franklin is an absolute must. Botany Bay for mining those data. The Botany Bay is a faster base raider because it's got a faster warp impulse speed than the Envoy is, so you can get in, get out, but it won't have the cargo bay like the Envoy, in all honesty. But eventually, once you get it tiered up and you get your research done, your treasury leveled up as well, it will increase the size of the Botany Bay's cargo bay, and it don't become too bad. At the minute, me being Ops 46, I've got a max Botany Bay, my cargo bay, with all research, and using the max cargo crew loadouts is 1.8 million. So that's what I can get mine up to. But obviously, being an Ops 24 player, you're not going to have such a high cargo bay. North Star, if you want to get it, would recommend it. Players were swearing by this damn thing. Perfect for PvE. Brilliant at base cracking. The biggest downside to this is the size of its cargo bay and the size of its protected cargo. That is it. Other than that, she's a good little ship. Quick, agile. And it's just a shame that it took me so long to actually get one. But I do have one just for posterity's sake. Just say I've actually got it now. But unfortunately, it's never used. Kira, obviously, you're going to need to do the research and build the damn thing to complete the mission that you're going to need. So, yeah, build it. Don't worry about it. Discovery, absolutely get, because you are going to need to get this thing maxed before you get to Ops 40. Because once you get to Ops 40, you start getting 24-hour speed ups in its refinery. No, not in its, yeah, so in its particular refinery in the support section. So absolutely get Discovery. She's also going to be good to help you get around. Yeah, Cadet Scotty can get you a little bit further as well. So well pointed out there, Dave. I don't know if at Ops 24 you're going to have access to Grush. So, or TOS Scotty. TOS Scotty's captain's ability will increase warp range of explorers only. So it's worth getting. I mean, it for like increasing Discovery's range. The Discovery is pretty much basically going to be your glorified Uber. So next up is the Vaclus. Obviously, I'm going to say again, it's a research and it's a mission completed. Build it, yes, but you're an Ops 12 with Grush. Okay, so we get Grush. That's brilliant. So definitely Grush is going to actually help you with your warp ranges as well. You just need to put him on the bridge and he'll be fine. Don't invest in the Kira. Years ago, when the game started, Kira was awesome, but it got heavily nerfed and never recovered. You had to get it to tier 7, not that it's worth anything. Yeah, exactly. These common ships are pretty much a waste of time now in the game. Because like I say, you at the minute you'll be looking at like using your North Star. She's a good PvE ship, and she'll carry you better than the Kira. The Vaclus, she'll come on par with the Vaclus. But yeah, again, not something to heavily invest in. The Devore, you're going to need that for Latinum mining. So yes, get it and start your Latinum mining. Kamari, again, yeah, build it for your research. Oh, sorry. Oh, monkeys. Build it for the research and just complete the mission, just so it doesn't have it flashing. But other than that, when obviously I was down at Ops 24, she was, when I first got her, I went straight from getting her to tier 4, to tier 5, and I became the most powerful level 24 player on the server. Didn't last very long, but I was actually proud of that. But she is a very good, capable ship. And to be perfectly honest, right, she is actually the last battleship with actually worth of value. She is the last battleship worth value. Next up, also, you got your Meridian. Yeah, you're going to need that for your oxygen mining and also for your refinery, which will pay out also the particles which you'll need for the territory research and things like that. So there are various things that go with a Meridian. The Vidar is going to be your next ship. It's going to be your next PvE ship. It'll do the Borg. It'll do the standard red. Absolutely get her. And she's not level locked. So crack on. The Kamari is still awesome. Punch up a lot with her. Killed a level 39 and found Saladin Centaurian Bortus for free with her back then. Not recommended today. Yeah, the Kamari was an awesome ship. I absolutely loved her. Absolutely. And I actually took her to tier 9. Obviously, with the lower ships, we don't recommend taking them to higher levels. But the Vidar, however, yes, she's one ship you want to get maxed. Absolutely. So, the Horizon, she's going to be heavy on Crystal. So just bear that in mind. But she's easily going to replace your Envoy and your Botany Bay when it comes to base raiding. No question, she's going to replace them. But she is heavy on Crystal, so when you do get her, bear that in mind. The Shipyard 26 ships, which is these on screen now, forget them. Don't worry about it. I would probably say get a D3 or the Legionary, depending on which. Leave at tier 1, level 1. Use it for your cloaking dailies only. That's it. Just use it for your cloaking dailies. So the Separatist ships, the Separatist ship, pretty much no different than the D3 itself. The hijack ships, absolutely forget them. Unless you want to collect the ships, forget them. You can't scrap them. They're useless. The hijack ships don't have the cloaking device. They're no better than the 26 ships anyway. Here we go, crystal mining. So there's one of my tasks come up. So I need to send my ship out. Stella, again, you will need her for the go through the research. It is basically a build it, level it, scrap it mechanic. And once you scrap it, also you get blueprints to build another one. Hey! So then you get into your Shipyard 28 ships, which is all these green ones here. Again, these will become your staple and work alongside your Vidar. The Saladin used to be the best ship in the game for Shipyard 28 players. However, since the introduction of everything else, she's sort of like taken a bit of a backseat. She's still damn good. She is still damn good. But then again, the Bortus and Centaurian are just as good as she is. So, yeah, take your pick which one you want to go with. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend going with a Saladin with the fact of your Horizon. Your Vidar also requires crystal, so just bear that in mind as well. My Horizon got 3 of them all maxed. Use them for a very long time until they're slowly replaced. Then with the faction miners, yeah, after you upgraded up soy. Yeah, I know what you mean there, Hugo. Sarcophagus, don't worry about it. Unless unless you're in an alliance that's heavy on territory takeovers, basically going around taking over other territories, I really would not bother. She's a one-trick pony, absolutely useless. Just don't even bother with it. But like I say, unless your alliance is big on territory takeovers, she's pretty much, that's all she's used for. She can't fight to save her life. She's got billion shields to speak of. She's as slow as a bloody snail. The only time she's actually worth anything is if a high tier sat on a capture node. That is it. Sat on a capture node. That's the only time she's actually effective. But again, crap. So I really wouldn't recommend it. These are your Shipyard 30 faction miners. All heavy on G3 uncommon crystal and rare crystal. Choose wisely. If you want all three, by all means crack on. I've got all three. The only one that's of a lower tier for me is the Valkis, the Cavort, the Antares, minor or tier 7. Tier 7, the engine enhancement, once you've actually tiered up to tier 7, and you will be able to reach deep space. But this is going into your when you start to get to Ops 38 and higher. But obviously you're only Ops 29 now, 24 at the minute, JP. So I'm literally going to stop there for you. But that just gives you the heads up about what you've got to come going up. So, but what I would highly recommend is plan your game out. Hit myself up in my Discord or any of the other content creators. Hugo's in there as well. He's quite knowledgeable. He used to be a high level player and then decided to come back down to the low levels, and he's actually enjoying himself more in the game now than he was on his other account. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hugo. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people there to help you, even in the other content creators Discords, Rev Juice, Ultimate DJs, No One Shouts. There's players there who are willing to help you out. You never had a second account? No, what happened to your primary account? Because I know you had a higher level account, and then obviously you did you stop that and or something? But I know you came back down because obviously it's like you got loads of knowledge on the game, loads of knowledge, and you and what I will say, obviously Hugo, he's actually a lower. Oh, right, okay. So you've just reached Ops 46, so congratulations, Hugo. And no problem, JP. That's what we're all here for. I mean, these streams, as much as I set out a plan of what I want to do during each video. Ooh. Never mind. A plan of what I want to do. These streams never stick to that plan, but they can be so full of information. It's unreal. I don't plan for them to be so full of information about stuff that I wasn't planning on talking about. Like tonight's stream wasn't really got a plan set around it, but we're at over an hour and a half in and we've already talked about so much and we've slated Scopely. So, but yeah, I mean, feel free to hit us all up and we'll try and answer your questions as best as possible. So what Amada was that? It was it's an uncommon Armada. It's an uncommon. I've got plenty of uncommon loot. I don't need more at the minute. I'm trying to burn my way through it. But yeah. So, I mean, like, this is my discovery. Maxed out. I do have a second one because I'm expecting at some point, given the fact that the final season of Discovery is due to air early next year, I'm expecting them to bring out a new Discovery next year. That's what I'm expecting next year. So I do have a second one ready to scrap this one, which has been a good workhorse for me. When you have your Discovery this is going to be the crew that you're ideally going to need. Well, at least Paul Stamets in the middle there, Hugh Colbert on the left, and then just make sure somebody goes with synergy for full synergy to reduce how much mycelium you're going to need. Excuse me, gee Christ, for jumping around. But like I say, she's basically a glorified taxi. But I'll quickly show you what I mean by the refineries as well. So, there we go. So in the support tab, obviously you're going to have your discovery refinery. Obviously I can't collect it, but you're going to get speed ups in there. You get your discovery parts. You get some minor accommodations which you'll use in your faction store to go for officer badges and things like that. Obviously you've got the harvest refinery as well for mining mycelium, if you really want to mine mycelium. Before we had DJ, before I found Rev, I'd scroll through hundreds of combat logs to figure out the game mechanic and research officer stuff myself. Yeah, exactly. Now we've got big teams that do that. So we've got the Team RD team with Rev Juice, and also you've got DJ's Talking Trek team who do lots of research and information. What are the first 3 options there? Titan. Yeah, Titan. So there's actually some not too bad research in there, but the one thing is you don't have it yet. Ah, right, okay. That's strange for you, Bandit, being a level 49 player. Are you level 49 now? I'm sure you're up at 49 by now. Obviously, another one I mentioned about the Meridian having its own refinery. That tab at the end there, obviously mine's tier 9, but you're going to get all those particles and everything in there, and some new ISO resin, which again is going to go towards your territory research. So I hope all that information does help you. I do have various videos somewhere back in the list of all these specialty ships where I think I got as far as the Cerritos, and then obviously they've added more in since. So I think I need to go through the specialty ships again. The Stellar one is a big video as well. It's multiple videos because obviously there are a lot of stuff on the Stellar as well. So trying to explain that bloody loop. Here we go. That's that gone. But so yeah. Titan A very slowly transforms into a semi-decent buff ship. But the fortified, max fortified nonsense is really annoying. Yeah, that's the downside with the Titan. She's a pain in the ass having the 2 different types of buffing. Like, why? Why do we need 2 different types of buffing from one ship? I don't get it, but hey-ho, it is what it is. So, but right. Ugh, itchy ears again. So, I'm trying to remember where I was now. Yeah, exactly, Bandit. Just play at your own pace. Me, I'm going to be stuck at 46 for a while because I've got loads of research to get done. And I'm just going to be plodding through the buildings. I'm just going to clear off one building each week. And just, because most of them take that long just to actually go anywhere. So, right, let's get me crew back on this one. I don't know why I've got in there, because I didn't want to be in there. I wanted crew, didn't I? The downside to mobile phone is all this lag that keeps coming up. Hey, High Tone, welcome in, buddy. So, And we're going to send this back to Soul System to actually carry on grinding. Right, so press that one there. Right, so we'll send that in. And then start some grinding. So, here's one thing we can rip apart. I remembered something else we can rip apart. That over there. I froze at Ops 49 for 6 months. I'm at Ops 12 is froze for 8 months, not going any higher on either. Oh, okay, you're not going to go any higher. I take it you're just enjoying the games at those particular levels, which is fine. So, as you may have all noticed in the events, we've got this galactic beacon of positivity. I'm not seeing anything positive. And all we're basically doing is flying to a specific system and using a pissing hailing frequency, the Love Triple. Now, for those of you who didn't get the Love Triple unlocked at Valentine's when it came around, was it this Valentine's it came around? But they gave it to you in the gift section. And all you're doing is you just fly into a system, use a hailing frequency, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, it's done. And you're getting all these lovely it's not going to freaking click on. Which then pays into this where you're going to get more of that lovely thing. And then obviously you go into here and you can get some avatars and some frames. Yes, what a bonus. Now, obviously there are players out there, let's not mince words, players out there who actually do love their avatars and their frames, so this is going to be something for them. But let's take Bulma here. Okay, but 24,000 for this, yeah. You'd rather have Battleship Pass. Yeah, to be perfect honest, so would I. I'd rather have Battleship Pass, or better yet, why not stick some blueprints for the new flipping ship in here? You know, like, just, why? But it's like, all these avatars, the uncommons there is, they're all the same freaking price. Why? You have given me money to take that crap. Oh, you have to give me money to... Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing the event. I'm just going out. Yeah, fine, I'll do it. But the problem is, this is not offering me any value. Absolutely not. And obviously, the more people engage with getting these, well, that's their choice at the end of the day. Me, I won't be buying them, but I say even the frames themselves, 24,000. Ooh, no, I didn't get this particular one. I've already got this particular frame. So, but yeah. But anyway, Hugo, you speaking of money, if anyone does want to donate to the channel, obviously we do have PayPal and Cash App available. Links are in the channel's description. So if anyone's asking about Venmo, sorry, unfortunately, it's not in the UK for some peculiar reason. So, but yeah, so these are all the frames that you get. Woohoo! I was like, why? Why? But now I do believe there is something else that we can also go and grill if it's still there, if it's still there, which I don't think it is. I don't recall seeing it. Oh yes, here it is. So, got 17 hours left on it. So, if you want, yeah, I to be honest, Hugo, actually, I know what you mean about that. But mobile phones are now starting to struggle with it because obviously they're adding so much to the game, but they're not taking anything older out. So, which is the frustrating bit. But anyway, so if you go to your in-app purchase store, which we'll actually just quickly jump over to when it clicks over. And this is where I usually start thinking my Wi-Fi is playing up because it's just taking so long, but I'm not operating on my Wi-Fi. So if you come in here and if we scroll all the way to... Oh, okay. So the packs have gone. The packs have gone. Figures. Go figure, Scopely. What? Say someone's going to buy the pack. Why not drop the pack about an hour before the event finishes? Because obviously they're going to do it. But anyway, you got packs, and once you bought in here, spent on there because you were going to get a load of these in the packs. These command conference invitations, and it gave you the chance for some specific officers. So there was a 3 times chance to earn Carl Freeman shards. So that would give you the opportunity to potentially get close to tiering up to tier 2 after you got on the Elite Battle Pass. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't exactly say it's worth an awful lot, this chest. Obviously, you're going to get a load of these as well in each one, which is a guarantee. And then obviously, once you've got a load of these, and how many are you going to need? Go into the full unlock of Freeman, 4,800. So you're going to need 48 chests of that previous chest just to actually do a full unlock of Carl Freeman. So yeah, £1,400, $1,400, and maybe tier 3 at the end of the month. With also over 1,000 random shards. Yeah. So another money grabbing thing. So I mean, the one thing I'm looking forward to coming at some point is going to be the new Rialto Racing, which is coming back this month. So I can't wait for that to come at the end of the month. So, but yeah. So now we've got those isolytic tokens, haven't we? So why don't we go have a laugh at some crap RNG and see what we're actually going to get out of it. So if I go into here, I don't need to actually go into my base to do this bit. And then scroll all the way across. We've got artifacts. Got 2. Woo! Got some of the premium restore ones. So let's do the premium restore ones first. And let's see what we're going to get out of here. So, wow. Okay. Not particularly floating my boat there. So let's click on that one again. And do the last pull that I can do right now. Okie dokie. Yeah. So we'll jump over to the actual gallery shortly and figure out what we actually got. Artifacts are a very slow process. If your alliance has busy spenders, you progress much faster. Yeah. A friend has almost all the artifacts at tier 10 and higher. Jesus Christ. That's a lot. Right, so 4,228. Why such a random number is beyond me. So what we're going to get here. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, 2 pulls, Bandit. 2 pulls. And they're not exactly filling me with a lot of... yeah. Oh, wow. Yay. I really don't get some of the pulls that... some of the things that Scopy put into this game. But what really does gripe me is all the RNG that they actually do put in. The amount of RNG. It's ridiculous. So do we have any... oh, we have 2 artifacts that we can either upgrade or open. So let's see what we've got. Oh, and they're both just basically upgrades. So we've got the Orb of Posterity. I'd like a Rialto race. Canada versus the UK. That would be a fun incursion. Yeah, if only incursions work that way. So we're going to be increasing my cargo. Wow, by an extra 5% on base. To progress with the ISO facts, you need to fight against the rare formation armadas and kill all 3. Yeah. Obviously, we're currently waiting for the next round of events, which starts on Thursday. So I'll get a load more artifacts during that. So this one is increasing the cost efficiency of titanium and dilithium for my ships. And I'm going to get an extra 15% on base. Wow. So it's still going to make me repairs just that fraction bit cheaper. So... my lord. So, yep, nothing else in there. I've got 1 uncommon left to get, and that's Janeway's mug. The Rialto race is terrible for you simply because the start times, you miss the race events, most of them. Yeah, I don't know what to say to that one, Hugo, really, because, well, last time round, obviously, there was every 2 hours. What have I just kicked? Oh, there it is. My juice bottle. I was looking for this before the start stream so I could fill it up ready for the stream. I thought my son had taken it out of the bedroom, out of the room, and put it in the bin. I won't put it past him. He's only 4 years. He's just turned 4, obviously, on Thursday. He had a good time at the Deep in Hull. Because obviously we didn't have his sisters with us and it wasn't as busy. So he actually had a very good time being autistic and everything. And he really took a liking to a stingray, and the stingray took a liking to him. But he's also good to the point, the fact he'll take the lid off it. And he'll actually put things in the bin or the recycling. So it's hard work, but he's a great kid. He is a great kid. So, and he's the one who came on stream, what is it, a few weeks ago? He got up early. So obviously brought him, just quickly showed him on screen. Well, yeah, so that's the artifacts. Wow. And yeah, I don't. So is there anything anyone else wants to bring up for tonight's show? Anything we want to burn? Anything we want to talk about? So I've got no problems with chatting about anything else. Because literally off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else. We've had a nice little burner Scopely tonight. Oh yeah, I will say as well for this coming weekend. Obviously, Voyager maybe. Yeah, I mean, we can have a quick talk about Voyager. What I will say about this week's upcoming SMS, and bearing in mind again, this is my thoughts because I don't have access to this. Burn the Manova ship and the grind. Yeah. Next month may give us the counter cruise for this month's cruise. You know what? I would not be... No, actually, no. Because they completely changed the meta already for PvP, they're not going to do that again now till next year. Probably. But this weekend, I would not expect the SMS to change. I would expect it to carry on only with the 50 shards of Billups. Yeah. The one that really interests me for the SMS is going to be next weekend. It's our mystery weekend. What we're going to get. That's the one that interests me. And that's the one that my Newton will be ready for me to actually go. They should give us a crew to defend with. They usually... Really? With strike teams, they never put a balanced crew out. They never put anything to counterbalance the strike teams. Unless you count being able to fight each other as a balance. So, but yeah, it's always going to be about the money. And I mean, let's not be deluded by that fact. Scopely is in business to make money. They gave us the strike teams for all the shit. Yeah, that's what I mean. They gave us the ability to fight each other. But at the end of the day, all locked behind paywalls. They've only recently been added to incursions, and even that's still going to be a massive grind for those servers that can't actually win at incursions because they can't get their act together and work together as a team. Or there's always that one big whale on the server who just turns around, sits back, drops his shield, goes, tell you what, guys, come and raid me. Just because he has a problem with everyone on his server. So, but until Scopely could deal with that sort of thing, I don't know. We don't know what else he's going to be able to do. But yeah, they haven't actually give free-to-play players a way to actually counteract the strike teams. The closest you're going to get now is these new officers. Yeah, that's as close as you're going to get. But I don't know. The Manova or the Manavine, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to burn that thing at the minute because, well, what I can say is 200 bloody blueprints. 200 flipping blueprints. I mean, if we just actually get... I'm sure we can do it by rarity. Grade. Oh, I'll do grade. But if we scroll across, right? So G3 minor, 120 blueprints. Okay, fair dues. That's a minor. Sarcophagus, epic. G3 again. Only 80 blueprints. Okay, so for 200 blueprints, really, you're getting 2 ships there. Okay, the Amalgam. Base Raider, 100 blueprints. And that's a specialty ship. Next specialty, because yeah, we're just going to look at the specialties on this one. Voyager, 100 blueprints. G3, G4, G5 combi. Fisher, 120. Woo! Okay, so we've gone a little bit over. Cerritos, 100 blueprints. Defiant, 100 blueprints. Monavine, 200 flipping blueprints. Talios, one of the next best things in the game, 100. Titan, 100. Obviously, the Hector 650, that's a faction ship, so that doesn't count. And that's it. That's all the specialty ships we've got. But see, did you see the consistency? We got 6 blueprints in the mission, so really it's only 194 that we need. Yeah, exactly. 6 in a mission. Fantastic. But yeah, but 200 blueprints for a ship, a specialty ship, where all the others are no more than 120. In fact, they're pretty much the average is around about 105. Taking those 2 specialty ships at 120 and all the others at 100 and 180. It's about 105, the average. And they give us a new one that immediately shoots that average up to about 136 with a 200 strong blueprint. Really. How's my Voyager getting on? I overtiered her and now screwed. Biotoxins for a single chest became ridiculous. Only because my ops level does not allow me to increase the warp range to kill stronger stuff. Hang on. Oh, I ain't got the right crew on here because obviously I went out to do Gem Haddad, didn't I? Monkeys. But I'll show you my Voyager so far. So my Voyager is at tier 5. I can't show you much in the refinery because obviously I can't do anything about that till tomorrow. I'm currently saving for the Enterprise and she's 150 blueprints. Yeah, the one thing is with that, Dave, though, she is a faction ship. So the faction ships, I would expect to have more need more blueprints because they're supposed to be stronger and better. But yeah, you do need to go Ops 47 for it. But like I say, I mean, I can add an extra bit of warp range at the minute. And what's that going to take me to? That's going to take me to warp 310. With Grush on the ship, obviously I can reach the 345 system, the level 48 system now. Literally did that today. I should still have some in the battle log. Because there's no way I've killed over 300 ships since doing that. But then again, I mean, anything's possible. I'm not going to upgrade Voyager any further just yet. I might do the warp range just for it. Here we go. So there's the Hirogen Elite. Here's the bioships in the level 48 system. So obviously taking this thing on. There's the crew I'm running. And that's going to give me a warp range of 345. So adding about an extra 10, maybe 11 on, upgrading the engines, and that's going to give me that a little bit further. But this is the rewards that I got. Yay! Oh, I got a mega chest as well I need to claim. So, like I say, going out there, doing them. The Hirogen Hunters at level 47. What have I just clicked on this time that I didn't actually want? Oh! Yeah. But yeah, so getting out there is actually now meant I can actually get a little bit more. But the one thing is that I can only kill 4 of the 8472 ships before I have to send the ship back for repairs. Your Voyager should be strong enough to kill the level 49, maybe the 50 bioships, but no chance to reach them. No, that's the downside to it. I'll see. I'm going to get the engine now. Might as well blow some money, blow some titanium mana. And then watch all those extra ones disappear. Woo, there we go. But yeah. So that's my Voyager now, able to go somewhere and actually do stuff. Still taking its time to level up, but hey ho. I'll leave her on dock because she's due out this morning, although I do need to go there do the Dominion donor. But I'll sort all that out tomorrow. And luckily, I've got a bit of a relaxed morning tomorrow morning. No rushing around, no meetings to go to. So I'll make sure I get it caught up in the morning. But anyway, so what we'll do is we'll leave the stream there for tonight. Obviously, we've been on just over 2 hours. Thank you everyone for joining me. Obviously, don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. If you do wish to donate to the channel, like I said, the links are in the channel's description. Cash App and PayPal. All donations are greatly appreciated, and they will go towards a computer setup and also helping the family out if and when we need to. If you do wish to become a channel member as well, don't forget to click the join button as well. It is a monthly fee. But other than that, thank you for joining me. Sorry it wasn't a planned itinerary tonight, but we managed to actually burn something tonight at least. I'm going to take my 70ml power, go get myself a quick drink, and actually I better take me diabetic meds as well. So, but anyway, thank you for coming. I'm Admiral Pegasus. This is the Pegasus Show Live. Stay safe, live long and prosper, and I shall catch you on the next video. Goodbye.